Hey guys, and welcome to Stressless Saturday. So it's been a crazy week. For those of you who have been following my social media, Snapchat and Instagram, they'll see that I put a couple of posts up there. Epic free resources on the website. Thanks to the people who have downloaded them, and I hope it kills it for you. We've got some quick wins, some easy ways to shred weight guides on the website. So just check it out when you get a chance. But without further delay, so today we're talking about what challenges you may face when selecting training partners. Now, the biggest thing is that we sometimes you don't have enough motivation to train with somebody else. Oh, sorry, you don't have enough motivation to train solo, or you don't know, and you feel as though somebody else has had a little bit more experience in the industry and all that jazz. But the biggest challenge that I faced when I was training was my training partners weren't in the same league as what I was. Now, it wasn't based on experience or it wasn't based on fitness, but I was a big boy. So at 175 kilos, it's hard to find somebody with the same amount of weight with them if your friends or the people around you aren't in the same league. Now, the difficulty with that is that you can't do certain movements that somebody of a smaller frame or lower weight can do, and that's a big no-no, because I remember there was times where I was training with these particular people at Glebe and PCY. So they were doing chin-ups and they were doing sit-ups and all these other fancy moves that I couldn't do, and it's a little bit demoralizing, and it sort of pushed me back a little bit. It made me feel uncomfortable, or I didn't want to try because I knew I couldn't do it. I couldn't hold myself up, and you know what? But my only advice with that is always give everything a shot. Like, make sure you're safe, make sure you're formed, you understand how to do the movement. If not, ask somebody around. There's always personal trainers or even other gym staff. Or if you've just seen somebody complete that movement and it looks okay, just ask them and say, hey, listen, I really want to know how you did that chin up. What would you recommend? I completely endorse socializing in the gym to a certain degree, not enough where you're going for coffee and then you're ruining your routine, but just ask a quick question and say, hey mate, or excuse me, I saw you doing a chin up, how could you do it? So that was my first difficulty and my first challenge. Is people would always incorporate chin ups and all these other big movements, squats that I really didn't know how to do, and I wasn't physically capable of doing it. So I'd end up either skipping that exercise or going to another exercise that I thought was an alternative when in actual fact it wasn't. So that was the biggest challenge for me when I was selecting a training partner. Was the people who I was training with weren't in my actual league and didn't understand my difficulties and my limitations. So you'll get that if you find that you're training with somebody and you want to improve your fitness, or if there's a certain goal that you're targeting, you just need to make sure that your training partner have that same goal in mind. So that's the first challenge that you're going to find. The first challenge is that if you guys are not in the same league or in the same boat, then you may have some movement or mobility issues, or it might just be pure embarrassment. Like you know that you physically can't do a chin up at 175 kilos, so you're not even going to try because you're worried that people around you are going to laugh. Now, on that topic as well, don't ever worry about people laughing at you, because at the end of the day, in 35 days or in 6 weeks or in 12 weeks, you'll be in a better position than what they were laughing at you. So most people that laugh at the gym at you being bigger or you failing is purely from a sheer fact that, well, if it's funny, like everyone laughs at stacking it, but I don't really endorse, you shouldn't laugh at all. If people are laughing at you, it's because they can see your potential. So every time you see somebody laugh at you doing a movement or laughing at you at the gym, if you do, A, message me inbox and I'll try and hunt them down and give them a peace of mind. But B, always remember they can see your potential, and that's probably more important for you to remember. They're laughing at you because they can see your potential, and you're most likely going to overtake them if you continue to go down that path. So the second biggest challenge is you need to make sure you're at the same level of fitness, right? So when I was doing the cardiovascular, the HIIT sort of a workout, again, at this point, I think it was about 150 kilos, and I obviously couldn't run as long as, or I couldn't do the majority of the HIIT movements as long as my partner at the time. And then, for example, the whole group of people will be doing, some battle ropes, or they'll be doing the tire swings or whatever. And I couldn't do it because I would either I wasn't fit enough, or I was too big, or whatever it may be. That I had limitations, mobility, whatever the limitation was, I had them limitations, and I couldn't do it, so I couldn't participate. So it's a little bit, it's not motivating either, not being able to participate. Like, everyone's doing it, you should be able to do it. I always support giving it a shot, get safe shot. But if worst case scenario you can't do it, just, hit me up again. Say, Dan, this is the alternative that I need an alternative to this exercise or to this workout. What do you recommend? I have over 300 exercises in my database, and I'm sure we can find one for you. So that was a challenge that I saw. It was a case of that my fitness level wasn't exactly the same as my partner's fitness level. I couldn't keep up, nor could he or nor could they come back down to my level because they weren't actually getting improving their fitness in that way, with the techniques and the knowledge that they had back in those days. The more important and actually the biggest challenge is make sure that you're got the exact same commitment levels. Now, what I mean by commitment levels is you want to be able to turn around and say, hey, we're doing this 12 weeks. We're doing a day, night, rain, hail, whatever it may be. We're doing it. So if we organize that we're doing, for example, legs on Sunday, chest, biceps, triceps, HIIT circuit, shock theory, whatever we're doing, if we're doing it together and we're supporting each other. The support and the bond between you and your partner should be unbreakable. The reason for that is because when your partner's down, you should be able to bring him back up. When you're down, your partner needs to bring you back up, and that's how you successfully maintain. That's how you move forward and progress in your health and fitness journey. So a little bit of a problem that I faced early days was the gym or the facility that I was looking at. Sometimes we do some outdoor athletics, and it was quite far for me to get to. So make sure there's a happy medium where you guys aren't traveling that far, or because sometimes you get home and you don't want to really go for a half an hour drive to go to the gym, or you go to about half an hour drive to get to a park and the park's packed, or the equipment's taken, or it's starting to rain and you can't be bothered. Giving yourself that as an excuse, giving that opportunity to become an excuse is not what you want. So make sure you guys are a happy medium. I always recommend within 15 minutes of home if you're driving, because within 15 minutes, by the time you get home and do your thing, by the time you amp yourself up, you've got enough energy and you've got enough inspiration and motivation to get there. After 15 minutes, you'll hit traffic. You might hit this, you might hit that. The public transport, it might be raining, whatever the case may be. It just gives you reasons to make an excuse. So guys, that's the biggest, realistically, the only challenges I faced. I mean, let me know if there's any others that you guys have faced, or comment below if there's anything that you think I missed out, or if there's any information that you can add to what I've said. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. The weather looks absolutely stunning in Sydney, so it's not too hot, not too cold. I'm just going to head to the gym, do a quick cardio session. It's actually rest day today, but I missed one of my cardio sessions, so I'm just going to do a nice and easy stroll, probably about 20 minutes. I'm still on the 35-day DAM program. I should be absolutely shredded for summer. I should be beach body ready. So again, guys, if you're interested in developing your own health and fitness plan, I'm here for you. I have a successful online fitness community that not only do they get the body of their dreams, but I teach them how to sustain it for life. So if you guys are interested, feel free to let me know. For all the premium clients, don't forget tomorrow's check-in, and I hope to see some epic results like every week. I hope I see you guys on Ask Dan seminar on Wednesdays, because that's just epic value. So I'm just trying to give back to the community, give back to my followers, and just give you guys some sort of knowledge and answer some questions that you guys might have. So again, as always, catch you later.